How can we make the topic of mortgages interesting enough to generate loads of social shares and lots of backlinks, bring in thousands of new visits, but still relate to our target audience and product offering? This was the question London and Country Mortgages asked Latitude. To which we answered, we can achieve all this and more, and our idea is this: to create an infographic which shows how much each of the castles from Game of Thrones would be worth in real money, and we'll keep it relevant by working out what the deposit and mortgage repayments would be. We'll do all the research, create all the artwork and promote the content. The client, also fans of the show, loved the idea. After a month in production, the content was scheduled in time with the premiere of the 5th series, opening the door for Latitude's SEO and content teams to execute their meticulous launch strategy, which involved a combination of organic promotion, paid social advertising, and even a competition element in the second phase. As a result, the campaign generated over 17,000 social interactions, over 120,000 new site visits, and over 150 organic links to the site, smashing all of our targets. And here's how we did it. Latitude wanted to create a piece of content users could share, get excited about, and interact with. Given that we were working with a mortgage client, it was essential that the campaign stayed relevant to the mortgage product offering of the client, while still having mass appeal, all the while reaching the target audience for London and Country. We knew Game of Thrones had a dedicated and incredibly active fan base. The ownership of property plays a huge role in both the TV show and the book series, so this presented us with the perfect opportunity to tie in the topic of mortgages with this pop culture phenomenon. This is how the idea came about to place a value and a mortgage cost on each of the castles from Game of Thrones. We used Google's Trend tool to assess the time of year when Game of Thrones fans typically shared the most content. As expected, this tended to be around when each of the series was released and ended. So we set a launch date to coincide with the Season 5 premiere. With a Game of Thrones map in one hand and a map of the UK in the other, we figured out where in the UK each castle might be located in real life. Then we worked out the size of each castle using information from a number of Game of Thrones fan sites. Finally, we used area property prices from Zoopla, along with London and Country's knowledge, to help calculate the individual values. Our strategy to increase brand awareness was to generate visits to the page where the content was hosted, as well as to generate social and community buzz around the content through a mix of organic, community and paid social tactics. We went from promoting the content organically on Reddit and Facebook to launching a toolkit of paid options on a budget, and we generated some pretty epic results. Over 17,000 social interactions, including 10,000 Facebook shares. Social traffic went from 154 visits to 46,000 visits during the week after the infographic was launched. Over 120,000 new site visits, over 150 links were generated. The largest Game of Thrones fan site, winteriscoming.net, liked it so much they featured it on their site. The project was written about on Wired, Metro, Nerdist, Distractify, and was translated by fans into French, Spanish, Russian, Italian and Icelandic. If you'd like to know more, please contact us.